Today, I am here with a great friend and a partner that we have, Dr. Naresh Thumati. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here for a new episode of LegisTalks. Dr. Naresh is an expert in internationalization of products to other countries. Dr. Naresh, it is a president and founder of TVR Pharmaceuticals. So tell me, doctor, how we can expand the business to other countries.
Talita, thank you. What a pleasure to be on your talks. It's a long journey to know Legis, and then now I'm today to sit here as a guest in Legis Talk. It's a great honor for me. For those who are listening to this podcast, few words about myself. Who am I? My name is Dr. Naresh Thumati. I'm the president and the founder of TVR Pharmaceuticals from Canada. Core business of TVR Pharmaceuticals is a pharmaceutical regulatory compliance quality consultants. We support in global markets for any product registrations, site audits, site registrations, anything related to the pharmaceutical nutraceuticals, which is a dietary supplements, and OTC drugs and cosmeceuticals, medical devices. For the registration of the drugs, and the major focus is in US and Canadian markets. And we have been partnered with the Legis for a long time, and we continue to have this partnership and support Legis in those markets where we are experts.
So it's amazing to do business with Dr. Naresh because all the time we can understand how the other health authorities is working and how the companies can expand their business. So I'd like to understand more. How is it working, the GMP audits? How the companies can be prepared for it?
That's a everyday question, Harita. That's every company want to launch their product into multiple markets. Oh, I have a product in this market. Can I just slide into the next market? No. Every market has its own standards, regulatory requirements, compliance standards, quality standards, label requirements, the product standards, specifications, a lot of things. That's where we help the people. Of course, you have a product, that is a good thing. And then making tune up as required for the respective markets is a key thing to launch your product. And also, you need some market intelligence. So every market has its own regulatory and compliance requirements, and there are some cultural requirements, some color coding, some shape, size, which is acceptable in some markets, which is not acceptable in some markets, and also some regulations, some languages. Some, suppose in Canada we have a bilingual labels, which is not required in the US market. In Europe, it's a different market. So when I do this, so that's where I bring all the expertise onto the table, talk about bring your product. I'll make sure that enter into respective markets with the right costumes and right tune-up for this product so that you'll be launching this product without failure and make sure that you are in compliance.
And what do you believe the most challenges that the companies have when they understand this complex environment that you have, the regulatory environment, right? What is the most challenge that you believe that the company has?
Good word you used, a complex. It is very complex, the pharma regulations. So as we started this conversation with the pharma, nutraceuticals, cosmeceuticals, medical devices, everything has got its own segment of regulations. Let's break down into one after one so that it helps you to understand which category your product belongs to. Let's take the product from category called pharmaceutical regulations. So before going into the specific segments, I would like to add the biggest challenge that every company faces is first identify in which category my product would belong to in that market. Okay, my product is a dietary supplement in Brazil. Or no, other way actually. My product is a food product in Brazil. Can I launch this as a food product in Canada or US? Maybe not, because this product is positioned as a dietary supplement in Canada, but this product is positioned as a pharmaceutical or OTC product in US or different way in Australia. So that's the first thing find out what is the regulatory categorization of your product in that respective market, and then what are the requirements to have to launch this product. Yeah, there are the quality standards, there is the GMP credentials that you require for your facility where you're manufacturing, and then what are the studies that you require, if any needed, in respective markets. These three things. Before you invest any money and start looking into insights into the market, first you make sure my product would qualify for this market. If yes, in which segment it would fly in, and then what are the requirements? Do I have all these requirements? If you have everything, then start out talking about the launch and then market insights. That's the way to go.
Yes, and I know that there is some health authorities like FDA, EMA, and they have Canada that they implement pre-meetings, right, before submitting. How is working?
Especially for the new drugs, innovative drugs, biosimilars, or in terms of even for any pharma, and some of the new generation of supplements. I'm not asking this for vitamin A, B, C, D, but if you have a supplement product which is coming from a specific plant source which was never been marketed in the market, anything, we have an assumption, oh, this product would go into this category, we need this documentation, we have this documentation, with this documentation, we could launch this product in Canada or US. And then we started even talking about the partners in the Canadian market or US market, respective markets. Before that, as you raised this very good question, strategically, I always ask my clients to go and talk to regulatory agency, show what you have. They keep it very confidential, your data. This is called the pre-submission meetings.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
go for these pre-submission meetings, and this is okay. As an expert, I give you where it would fall into this category, and then further endorsement of that categorization is possible with the regulatory agency pre-submission meeting. Once you have this pre-submission meeting, you can plan, and then you know whether you would qualify for the approval or you need some more data. You will find out your gaps, and then excellent. So it is not expensive. It is quick. In 3 months, you will get your answer.
Okay.
Isn't it a good thing? Safe game before you go into big NDA submission or NDA submissions.
And the last question that I'd like to make today for you, uh, how the companies can generate more value, right, with the internationalization. Because you know, when the other a company decided to go to another country, it is because they are looking for to expand the business.
Yeah. So if you have already a product, run a gap analysis in respective markets and
Excellent.
see
Perfect.
what is missing for respective market or what is required for this market. Or if you're planning a new product for the first time, plan in such a way that it would fit into every market. Your formulation, your specifications, your quality standards, your manufacturing standards, and facility standards, and then testing requirements. Everything would fall into all the markets. So nowadays, the good news is that every developed country is adopting ICH regulations. Things are getting much harmonized. So once you have one set of tests and specifications, that would fall into majority of the, again, don't take it as a generalization, but majority of the time it would fall into all the global developed markets. Again, in pharma or nutraceuticals, there's one thing you need to remember. There is always subjective to the formulation, depending on the ingredient what you're using, depending on the source of the ingredients. The requirements may change from market to market and product to product and ingredient to ingredient.
Yeah. So you need to have in mind that regulatory is not the challenge, it's the key for your business. So
Yes.
you need to understand each step and how each health authority works to be sure that you can expand your business and to be in connect with the great expert as Dr. Naresh here. So contact us and be sure that Dr. Naresh can also support your business together. So thank you very much to be here with us and to be contact any company if they need any support around the world.
Thank you, Talita. It's a pleasure to have to be here in your talk, and happy holidays. And what a pleasure to meet you in Florida on a beautiful day. It's a great weather. And thank you. And we'll continue to have the support from you. Legis will have all this support extended from TVR Pharmaceuticals as we did in 2024 and 25. And then we will extend the same support for 2026 to all your clients. And looking forward to partner and work with you more aggressively.
Go forth and expand your business.